afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to share an idea that transforms how I understand education, leadership, and service. The idea is simple. Service didn't change them, it changed me. I didn't learn this in any classrooms. I learned from the people who lost their ability to walk, from the soldiers serving at the highest battlefields in the world, and from the teachers working in some of the remote corners of our country. I went to serve others. I didn't realize that they would become my greatest teachers. Like many of you, I grew up believing success came through education, good grades, skills, achievements, degrees. We are taught, classrooms shape us, and that the education is measured through marks and certificates. We are also taught that service is something separate, something we do occasionally, helping others, volunteering. So like many of you, I started my journey as a volunteer, believing deeply in the phrase, giving back to the society. My 3 experiences changed me completely. My first experience, the journey began at the Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center at Pune. When I started visiting, I thought I would contribute by teaching them communication and public speaking skills. So every weekend, I would sit with them, sit with the soldiers, rebuilding their lives after spinal cord injuries. Slowly, the conversations opened up. From their wheelchairs started the stories of the battlefields, sacrifices, and life changed forever. I remember a day when one soldier described about his injury suffered during the war. He did not speak about the pain. He did not speak about the fear. He simply said, "Madam, when you wear the uniform, you don't think of yourself." That sentence stayed with me. I went there thinking I will teach them communication. But I soon realized they taught me courage. Slowly, another realization emerged. Service is not a charity. Service is an education. My second experience changed me even more deeply. I had an opportunity to visit Siachen base camp, where the air is thin, where the roads are rough, where every step felt difficult, where breathing felt like an effort, where the mountains stood silent, mostly intimidating. When I entered the base camp, I felt it is something which I cannot fully explain. Goosebumps, a deep silence. I felt like the time had slowed down. Standing there, surrounded by the mountains and the glaciers, I felt this is something which I cannot explain. It represented resilience at a scale I have never experienced before. Journey continued, and it taught me something else. My third experience, I began visiting Army Goodwill schools at Leh and Kargil. Schools where the mountains are surrounded by the mountains. Places where the teachers continue teaching despite of limited resources, harsh weather conditions. 2 years, last 2 years, I started conducting teacher training program to Pune for them, focusing on communication skills, AI tools, and modern teaching methods. On paper, everything looked meaningful. Everything looked successful. But one question stayed with me. Was that enough? I thought I will change them. But I soon realized they changed me. I began understanding that the real challenges were much more deeper. Soldiers at the rehabilitation center were rebuilding more than the careers. They were rebuilding confidence, identity, and life itself. The teachers at the remote regions were caring more than the classrooms. They were carrying hope. They were carrying hope for the children, for parents, for communities. I soon realized I was really not there to change them. They were there to change me. That changed how I saw the leadership. Because leadership is not always about speaking. Leadership is also about listening. The biggest transformation was happening inside me. I went to serve others. But soon I realized they changed me. I became more grounded, more patient, more aware of what truly matters. I thought education is all about knowledge, but service taught me education is also about empathy, resilience, and humanity. Education changes lives, but service is above all classrooms. Some classrooms do not have walls. Some exist at the rehabilitation center. Some exist at the rural areas. Some exist on the borders. Some do exist in the classrooms, in hospitals, in villages, and also in human conversations. So today, I want to leave you with a simple invitation. Serve somewhere, not because they need your help, but because that experience may change you forever. That experience will transform you. Because somewhere, someone is waiting to be your teacher. service didn't change them, it changed me. And in that change, I discovered the greatest education of all. Education rooted in humanity. Thank you. Thank you.